Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The second meeting of the year on tap here between these two fierce AFC rivals. These teams know each other very well, and that only serves to stoke the flames of what is always a heated battle. It's the Colts going up against the Titans. With that, let's get up to Tennessee. We're standing by in Nashville, our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. First and 10. Here's Mariota. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Third and long here for Mariota. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Mariota, wide open receiver, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run again with Jackson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So it'll be first down here after the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. From the red zone now, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And a look at the defense now. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Now it's Jackson, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
3rd down and 12. On 3rd down, Mariota. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. And his first look is incomplete. There's some flash on this offense, and certainly some flash with Dorsett.
A flyer out of the University of Miami. Speed is his game, but he's added excellent moves and good hands.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Second and 10, Luck again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, the 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On the run, this is Jackson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And some space here. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A first down throw for Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Block on 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Third and long. It's Locke. Finding time. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
And now a first down following that long gain. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
To throw on second down is Locke. And that is caught. It's Dorsett for the Colts touchdown. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll run it with Jackson, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
$10 yards to go on 3rd. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Mariota from the gun on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, here's Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Hilton, the lone receiver right. They come up in an offset eye. On first down, Locke. Left side, it's Dorsett. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Colts have taken the lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down, Smallwood. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. On third down, Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try the air now with Locke. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. To throw is Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he whips that one incomplete there. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Watch Mike.
And they'll run it here. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Luck on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's Locke, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They come up in an offset eye. They run Smallwood. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Locke. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
You know, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll try the air now with Locke. Left side, it's Dorsett. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got this one down to the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Shift together here from the D-line. Out of the gun, Locke. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here in third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. Locke on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. And the Colts are in for the touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Strong left. Strong left. One. Kill.
Second down, Mariota. Incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Second down now after the pass completion. They come out here in the I. And they'll go on the ground. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Here's Luck now on second down. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's got his man Hilton. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second down following the run. Martin, the lone receiver right. To throw on second down is Locke. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And on the ground they go with the running back. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another pistol look here. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to have the football back as the They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He finds some open field here and avoids the contact by sliding. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
Watch time. Tight end right.
They come out here in the eye. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
A first down throw for Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
The 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 14 yards that time for number 14.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he fires one incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. set to take the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And an alley to run. And the cutback to the sideline. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.